test on one day. India, England, Australia. Waadaplaya.
Hello and welcome back to Waadaplaya Concussion Sub-Series, where we will be previewing the fifth and the final test of this amazingly tantalizing series between India and England being played at Manchester. The series is poised at 2-1, India leading, and everything to play for in this final test. I have with me Akash, Aditya, Suman and Vishak with me. Boys, how are we doing?
Looking forward for the test match to begin tomorrow.
Hopefully it'll be another game and India get the cup back home.
I want a 3-1. Like 3-1 sounds better than 2-1. And also 3-1 would... I was hoping like first test match also, we could have won 4-1. Like imagine. By now if it was 3-1, we would have all been like, yeah, cool. Like play all the reserves, like B team bhejo, like and then try things. But 2-1, so we shouldn't drop the ball. The series is still on the line, like in a sense, like, okay, you didn't lose the series, but we want to win, right? So hoping for 3-1.
Anything other than a 2-2 is good with me. I
Yes.
don't care whether it's 3-1, 2-1, whatever, because we've not won this for a while in England. It seems that it's been a long time since India won the Oval Test, and in between then and now, there's been a World Cup announcement, and that has got everyone into frenzy. But coming back, because there is all important final test, there's a really funny meme which sums up the entire series. I saw there was a message basically. Day 1, where's Ashwin? Day 2, where's Ashwin? Day 3, where's Ashwin? Day 4, where's Ashwin? And day 5, oh, this is the best team in the world. Again, day 1. So let's start with potential team combination. Akash, are we going to finally see Ashwin, or is that chapter put to bed now? This is a tried and tested template. They are going to continue with this, come what may, and hopefully win the series.
I think firstly, we are going to end, the conditions wise at least we're going to end the way we started this England tour. Similar rainy conditions when we started the WTC final, and it's going to be pretty much the same. Almost 3 days will have rain impacted games out here. So if we don't win the match, at least let's ensure that we bat properly once and we don't lose the match. Coming to Ashwin's question, I think Kohli has this tendency of, having a liking towards fast bowlers more. So I think he'll still go with 4 fast bowlers. I don't think Ashwin will play this match. Maybe to compensate, he might have got a World Cup spot out there. So I don't think Ashwin is going to make it to the team this match either.
Adi, you see any potential changes happening to the squad?
I think Siraj would be dropped. I was not impressed by like how he was bowling. He was really good in the second. I think in the third also he was decent. But the last test match, he was leaking runs. He did not get wickets. So I think Shami is also fit. I think they did mention that. So I think you drop out Siraj, get Shami in. Then good news for India is Rohit and Pujara are both fit. I think it was just announced a few hours ago. So that's great. And I would want Rahane out. Like I know people are like, give Rahane a chance. I would pick Vihari instead of Sky. Like Sky is like a risky option because test debut. Vihari, you know what we are getting, right? Like he's a proven test match player. He's been in the squad for India and then I don't see Ashwin coming back, man. Like unless Jadeja is injured, I don't see Ashwin, coming into the playing 11, and we should play 4 fast bowlers. And there is some talk of rest Bumrah. I'm like, dude, there's a series left to be won. So let Bumrah rest for Mumbai Indians on the bench. Like this is more important, right? So Anderson 39 is playing all tests. So Bumrah at 27 should be able to play all tests is my take on it.
एकदम मुझे लगता है जितना रेस्ट है सबको आईपीएल में आराम से रेस्ट करवाओ, बी आईपीएल टीम्स खिलवाओ, आधे जो बचे हैं उसमें खत्म करो, सबको fit and ready for the World T20.
Yes.
Before I move to Vishak and Suman, at the time of recording this, obviously there has been a COVID threat. At this point, all the players are thankfully negative. What we think is the match is going to go ahead. Suman, team combination and what are you expecting? Pretty much the same? Let's just keep going.
Let's just keep going, but Kohli is never short of surprises. And I was reading Cricinfo article earlier in the day about potential changes. So they said 2 people are carrying niggles. Siraj, surprisingly, which I think he will be dropped because of his performance, but he's carrying a niggle, so that'll come in. Second, Ravindra Jadeja is carrying a niggle, so looks like Akshar Patel potentially is going to be lining up his whites. So brace yourselves. There are probably going to be surprises. Ashwin, unlikely to make because of two reasons. One, template, and two, we've always heard Kohli being pretty clear about the weather conditions. If it is sunny, Ashwin will play. If it is not, then he won't play. And Manchester doesn't look like any sun in the next 3 or 4 days.
इतना सन जो ओवल में निकला था उसमें तो अश्विन को खिलाया नहीं, तो ये सन उनका चक्कर मुझे लगता है ये सब बकवास है. एंड आई कांट बिलीव अगर
सारे सन्स इंग्लैंड की तरफ से खेलते हैं, रॉबिन्सन, एंडरसन.
And also, like, dude, like, what is cricket? Like, I don't want to say this, but like, what is cricket for? Like, thinking if Jadeja is injured, I think Ashwin should play. Where is Akshar Patel coming in from? Like, Ashwin will be like so sad. Like, he'll probably be like just sitting in his hotel room if Akshar is picked instead of him. If Jadeja is injured, like, imagine the face Ashwin will put.
ऐसा मुझे लगता नहीं होगा. विशाख, आपको क्या लगता है?
No, if first thing I would want to make clear, whatever meme you said, right? I think myself and Akash are exceptions to that. Even on the 5th day, I had mentioned Ashwin should have played after India won. So I'm kind of an exception to that. And continuing with this, if Jadeja is unfit, I think Ashwin has to play. There's no place for Akshar Patel. He is the best spinner currently. Even he should have played all the 4 matches. And now even if Jadeja is unfit, Ashwin has to walk in. And I think Siraj will. I think Umesh Yadav has done well, so he won't be replaced. Siraj will be replaced, and Mohammad Shami has to walk in. He's a must. I think he had a slight niggle in the last game. He missed out, so he has to walk in. So that could be the only. I think Rahane will play because 4 matches he has been given. There's no harm in giving one more match to him. And let's hope he comes good.
ऐसे भी टेस्ट मैचेस इतने few and far in between है कि अब रहाने बेचारे एक मैच में बैठे, उससे नए आने वाले से कोई ज्यादा हम लोग कुछ टेस्ट तो कर नहीं पाएंगे. जीत रहे तो बेचारे को खिला ही दो, क्या करना है वैसे भी.
Or maybe Rahane gets a niggle, like how Ishant got a niggle out of the blue, right? Like no one knew Ishant was like niggling or injured, but Kohli's like Nishant has a niggle, so maybe Rahane picks up something.
हाँ, किसी को ड्रॉप करने में did drop what, जैसे अभी sorry to distract, World T20 में भी धवन is rested.
हाँ, exactly. We will never use the term dropped. We will always use like niggle, rested, combination, some bullshit. But we will never use the term drop. Like, why are you like, like sugarcoating things? You drop. Like, be frank and upfront about it.
हाँ, मतलब सिर्फ अश्विन ने ही पूरा ड्रॉप होने का जिम्मेदारी लिया, लगता है वही ड्रॉप होते रहते हैं. आकाश, इंग्लैंड की तरफ से 1-2 चेंजेस हमने देखे. ये लग रहा है कि बेयरस्टो या बटलर जो अपने सेकंड चाइल्ड के बर्थ के बाद वापस आ गए हैं, बटलर का ऑलमोस्ट खेलना पक्का है. बेयरस्टो शायद ड्रॉप होंगे.
आई थिंक बिटवीन बेयरस्टो एंड ओली पोप के करंट फॉर्म को देखते हुए आई थिंक ही विल प्ले अहेड ऑफ बेयरस्टो. एंड बेयरस्टो ने खास कुछ किया नहीं है टेस्ट फॉर्मेट में, तो आई थिंक पोप विल डेफिनेटली प्ले एट 5. बटलर डेफिनेटली वॉक्स इन, even though I don't consider him to be in a top gear in test at the moment, but for some reason they believe that he is their premier wicket keeper, so he will definitely walk in. I think one surprise pick for them would be Mark Wood. If he is fit, I think he will probably replace Craig Overton. That will be the only change I believe. Surprisingly, there is no Jack Leach throughout the tournament. But अगर मैनचेस्टर में पूरा बारिश ही है तो फिर लीच को खिला के कोई फायदा नहीं है. So I think it's perfectly fine. Mark Wood is the one to watch out for England.
मुझे लग रहा है लेकिन शायद ये लोग लीच को खिला देंगे. ऐसे सुनने में आ रहा है कि शायद लीच को लोग ले लेंगे. आदित्य, डू यू थिंक सो? और लीच तो पूरे समर खेले नहीं है बेचारे को, मतलब
नहीं पूरा like they didn't pay him in Oval, same logic, right? Why would they play him in Manchester? You've got Anderson is there. You want like 3 more other backup fast bowling options, so you'll play Wood, you will play Robinson, right? So I don't think like it'll change, right? So yeah, their combinations will be similar. Maybe like Vokes is doing well also, so they don't need to change much, right? Like they lost the match because of, I would say, batting rather than bowling. The pitch was so flat that India was able to hit so many runs. That's fine, but at least you should have been able to save that match. That is the problem, right? And also, Joe Root pointed out in the first innings we got a 99-run lead, but it should have been 175-200. It shouldn't have been 99 because they dropped the ball and like kind of did not. Once they had India under the mat, they like did not push on and score even more. So the batting is what they cost them. Bowling is like okay.
2018 में जो परेशानी विशाख लोअर ऑर्डर इंग्लैंड ने जो दी थी, सेम वो हमारे लोअर ऑर्डर ने सरप्राइज इज गिविंग इट टू देम. मतलब ये इतना बड़ा टर्न अराउंड जो कोई एक्सपेक्ट ही नहीं कर सकता था. कि हमारे तो हम लोग 4-11 नंबर लेके चले हैं, लेकिन मुझे लगता है आईपीएल जल्दी खत्म होने के बाद जो जल्दी गए हैं, काफी लोगों ने मेहनत की है अपने बैटिंग पे, बुमराह, शमी, इन्होंने तो अच्छे खासे कंट्रीब्यूशन दिए हैं।
हाँ, वही एक डिफरेंस है। हम हमारा एक्चुअली टॉप ऑर्डर, मिडिल ऑर्डर उतना कंट्रीब्यूशन नहीं दिया है, मगर हमारा लोअर ऑर्डर जो है बहुत ही अच्छा कंट्रीब्यूशन दिया है इस सीरीज में। तो आप इंग्लैंड के तरफ से देखोगे तो उनका लोअर ऑर्डर उतना अच्छा कंट्रीब्यूशन नहीं दिया है। अब सैम करन बहुत ही बड़ा डिसअपॉइंटमेंट था उनकी तरफ से। पिछले सीरीज देखेंगे तो आप मैन ऑफ द सीरीज थे, और इस सीरीज में बहुत ही बड़ा डिसअपॉइंटमेंट थे। तो दैट हैज बीन काइंड ऑफ अ टर्न अराउंड इंडिया के लिए, तो बहुत ही अच्छा टर्न अराउंड है। शायद इस मैच में हमारा मिडिल ऑर्डर भी थोड़ा वो लोअर ऑर्डर को थोड़ा बैकअप करेगा और अच्छा रन्स बनाएगा।
सुमन, आपको लगता है विराट कोहली needs more practice in losing the toss again, because lose the toss, let whatever the opposition wants to do, because जीत के कुछ ऐसे डिसीजन करना मुश्किल है। मुझे लगता है टॉस हार जाओ, आप जो सामने वाले करवाए उसी को करो।
पर जैसा इंडिया टीम का फॉर्म दिख रहा है, टॉस फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, whether we bat first, whether we bowl first, doesn't matter. Looks like we are destined to win, and pressure is on England. England need to catch up, not India. As long as India can consolidate, like I think we spoke about earlier, even if we are retaining 2-1, we win the series. So pressure's on England to push for the result in this game, and I think that will catch up to them. We have seen what happens when pressure comes to them on the last day. They succumb from 100 for no loss to 176 for 8. So I think England's on the mat, and it'll be very difficult. I'll be highly surprised if England even come close to a draw for this match.
Yeah, but I'll say one thing. The bigger thing was, there's so much rain coming, right? Like there's going to be rain involved. That should be removed from like Indian team's head. They should continue to push for a win. I think one of the reasons we lost the World Test Championship was because we were like, there is so much rain, it's going to be a draw, right? Like, so that mindset was not there for them to push, or like to push for a win. They were like, just okay, on and off this. So this test also will be similar in the sense that, there is so much rain forecast, but come last day, or like last 1-2 days, there's not much rain forecast, and you're not pushing, or like you're very far behind in the game, and you could lose. So Indian team should be like always positive attitude, push for the win, not relax, like, rain will come and save us and make it a draw. They should be focused and hope for the best.
Sanjay, one point which you made regarding the toss, right? Sometimes if you are not winning the tosses frequently and you suddenly win, you don't know what to do. So I think, as you mentioned, it's good that Virat Kohli loses the toss and let the opposition decide what they want to do. Anyways, our bowling has also been doing well. So if England even decide to bat first, I think we can still bowl well, because I think tomorrow will be first 3 days are expected to be cloudy completely, and with some spells of rain in between. So I think it will definitely help our bowlers as well. With the bowlers in good form, it will definitely help us. So I feel losing the toss would be a blessing in disguise for us.
Prediction, सबकी prediction 3-1 है, या कोई expect कर रहा है इंग्लैंड जीतने के लिए?
अगर weather support किया तो it will be 3-1. अगर weather नहीं support किया, it will be 2-1.
Weather support as in if it's a full 5-day game वैसे?
Yeah, even if we get 4-day game, India is winning.
I'm slightly cautious against James Anderson.
He's like an injured tiger, right? Like he's like, and that's his main ground.
So I think if we play him pretty well, I think we can get through it with the series.
Don't be like 70 all out or 80 all out, then it's fine. Like 150, 200 all out also, you can come back. Like 60, 70 all out, match is gone, right? Like we have to be very careful. It shouldn't be like, the only worry for India I have is, day one, cloud cover, put batting in, and under 120 all out. There itself, like you're behind, and that's gone. Like that is what we should avoid.
And I somehow have a bad feeling that this might be James Anderson's last home test. So he might want to give it his all. So you never know. So let's hope that India don't fall to that pressure.
Yeah.
जब इंग्लैंड में लास्ट टेस्ट आता है तो ये रूमर्स हर बार होते हैं कि ये शायद ब्रॉड या एंडरसन का लास्ट मैच होगा, बट मुझे लग नहीं रहा। जिस तरीके से उनका एज रिवर्स हो रहा है, वो जवान होते जा रहे हैं, और वी नीड जेम्स एंडरसन टू बी एट द क्रीज टू गेट आउट व्हेन इंडिया इज विनिंग, तो वो भी एक ट्रेंड कंटिन्यू होना चाहिए। तो ओके, सो एक्सीलेंट, थैंक यू वेरी मच. We look forward to what could be an absolutely thrilling test match. That's what we love. Test cricket always is the pinnacle of sport. We love IPL, World T20, whatnot, but Test matches are the best. They live in your memory forever, as long as you live, if you're a cricket fan. And if you're lucky like me, who's been to 2 final day wins at Lords and Oval, I mean, I can't thank my stars enough. So looking forward for an absolutely cracking
Sanjay, are
day.
you going to Manchester? One final question.
छुट्टी मिलने नहीं वाली है मुझे और मेरे मन क्रिकेट के लिए नहीं है।
Hey, you are a lucky charm. It would have been better if you're there.
नहीं मैंने बहुत सारे गेम्स हारते हुए देखा, तो मुझे लगता नहीं मेरे जाने न जाने
They're happy. Like now, I've seen 2 wins. Like, chalo, contented for some
क्यों
time.
खराब करना है exactly. Let's
Right.
keep it at that. Okay. Excellent. Akash, Aditya, Suman, Vishak, thank you very much. Folks, if you hear for the first time, do check out our channel for other cricketing contents you may like. If you haven't done so already, please do consider subscribing to our channel. We really look forward to your love and support, and we hope you'll join us for any or every day's review at the end of match day. Until next time, please take care, be safe, and thank you for your time.
Thanks for watching.
Yes, stay safe.
Thanks all.
Stay safe, everyone.